Last Sentinel is a sci-fi, open-world action game set in a dystopian, futuristic Tokyo. Developed by Lightspeed LA, a studio led by former Rockstar developer Steve Martin, the game takes place approximately 70 years in the future after a global environmental disaster has reshaped the world. Tokyo is depicted as a city divided between its original parts and new areas, built on top of the old, protected by massive seawalls due to rising sea levels.
I'm scared, Mommy. Please.
Hush now. It's going to be okay. The demon is here.
It's the demon.
Black State is an upcoming single-player, story-driven, third-person action-adventure game developed by Turkish studio Motion Blur. The game is heavily inspired by titles like Metal Gear Solid and incorporates stealth gameplay, action-adventure elements, and photorealistic visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5. In Black State, you play as a protagonist working for a secret group called the Architects, tasked with rescuing captives and uncovering a dark mystery related to a cataclysmic event.
Too late.
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is upcoming action-adventure game. From Skydance New Media is set during World War II in occupied Paris, where you play as iconic characters like Captain America and the 1940s Black Panther. The game also features a Wakandan spy and a member of the Howling Commandos as they team up to thwart a sinister Hydra plot. Directed by Amy Hennig, known for her work on the Uncharted series, this game promises a cinematic and narrative-driven experience.
I'll be there before the sun rises, before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful, stand beside me.
When am I not?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
I won't be a...
Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time is Remake has had a tumultuous development history since it was first announced in 2020. Originally slated for a 2021 release, the project faced multiple delays and a complete reboot in development. The game is currently in full production, with Ubisoft Montreal leading the project, supported by several other Ubisoft studios. The remake aims to stay true to the original game released in 2003, while modernizing visuals, combat, and other gameplay elements to fit current gaming standards.
My father turned to sand.
You cannot defeat this enemy. The sands will consume everything.
Come with me then. But I warn you, I move pretty fast. You'd better keep up!
Prince! The dagger! It can turn back time!
Marvel's Wolverine. Developed by Insomniac Games, the same studio behind Marvel's Spider-Man series, Marvel's Wolverine is expected to be a full-size, standalone game with a mature tone, reflecting the darker aspects of the Wolverine character. The game will be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, focusing on an emotional narrative and cutting-edge gameplay. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle developed by Machine Games, using the ID Tech engine. This game is a first-person adventure set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. The story follows Indiana Jones as he embarks on a globe-trotting quest to uncover the mysteries of the Great Circle, a legendary concept that connects many of the world's most famous ancient sites.
Or they will. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you'd get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Exactly.
I intercepted the Morse code coming from the Himalayas.
Our boss is sending all of his men.
Is that a...
battleship? Yep. Let's get a closer look.
Star Wars Outlaws is an upcoming open-world, third-person action-adventure game developed by Massive Entertainment and published by Ubisoft. Set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, the game explores the Star Wars universe's criminal underworld, a lesser-known aspect of the franchise.
All right, distract him, Nix.
Using their criminal skills and tools. Kay and Nix will have to constantly adapt to every scenario.
Nix, you want to drop that for me? Come on.
The Grass of Genesis is a third-person action-adventure game developed by Hong Kong-based studio Wellink. Built using Unreal Engine 5, the game offers a cinematic experience reminiscent of the Tomb Raider series, but with a futuristic twist, blending elements of John Wick and Cyberpunk 2077.
原来宇宙是靠这个机器在供电，只有几十年了吧？那好像是台升降机。 还能工作。是 PUA，
在这儿呢，抓住他！
South of Midnight. Developed by Compulsion Games, South of Midnight is an action-adventure game set in the American Deep South, blending Southern Gothic and magic realism elements. The game follows Hazel, a protagonist on a quest to repair a broken world by dealing with supernatural creatures rooted in real-life folklore. The narrative focuses on Hazel's journey to find her mother and combat the darkness that has tainted her world.
Sneaky. Teeth like knives. No? Well, hey, how about you guys? No? Nobody? Not helpful. Sneaky.
Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth. Developed by Annapurna Interactive, Blade Runner. 2033 Labyrinth is a narrative-driven adventure game set in the dystopian world of Blade Runner. The game takes place in Los Angeles in 2033, after the events of the Blackout, a catastrophic event that significantly impacted the Blade Runner universe. The game explores what it means to be a Blade Runner in a world where there are no more replicants to hunt.
Picking through the pieces. Being someone else. In places that no longer exist. That's where you'll find me. Searching. In the land of the dead.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. This installment marks a significant moment for the Assassin's Creed series, as it finally ventures into the highly anticipated setting of feudal Japan. The game allows players to explore a detailed, dynamic open world with changing seasons and weather, which affect gameplay and the environment.
They talk of peace and dream of war. There's grasp.
Vengeance is a lonely path now, eh? Believe me, there are other ways to heal.
People so quick to abuse their power do not.
The Perfect Dark remake, developed by the Initiative in collaboration with Crystal Dynamics, is a reboot of the classic first-person shooter. This new installment reimagines the iconic character Joanna Dark in a near-future setting where players navigate through missions with a mix of stealth, action, and gadget-based gameplay.
Generating voice print.
ارسل واحدا آخر.
اختبر البوابة بحذر.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater is a highly anticipated remake of the classic 2004 game Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. This remake is being developed by Konami and Virtuos, using the power of Unreal Engine 5 to bring the beloved game into the modern era with updated graphics and gameplay mechanics.
You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment to procure on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Freeze. Speak. Gears of War. E-Day is a highly anticipated prequel set 14 years before the events of the original Gears of War. The game focuses on the harrowing events of Emergence Day, the moment when the fearsome Locust Horde first emerged and launched their devastating attack on humanity. Players will experience this pivotal day through the eyes of younger versions of Marcus Fenix and Dom Santiago, exploring how their bond was forged in the fires of battle. Hanno is an ambitious new title being developed with Unreal Engine 5. The game is set in a rich, narrative-driven world with a focus on exploration, intricate storytelling, and dynamic environments. The developers aim to leverage the full capabilities of Unreal Engine 5 to deliver stunning visuals and an immersive gameplay experience. Project TH is an ambitious stealth action game being developed by EVR Studio based in South Korea. The game is built using Unreal Engine 5 and is heavily inspired by the Splinter Cell series. The setting is a future Korea on the verge of unification, where players will navigate a complex narrative involving political intrigue and espionage. Otherskin is an upcoming third-person sci-fi platforming action-adventure game developed with Unreal Engine 5. The game centers on a character named Alex, who is part of a mission called Exodus, aimed at exploring the mysterious planet Vandermeer, the suspected source of a deadly universal threat known as the Corruption.
The shadows are coming back. A corruption haunting this planet. I can't leave, and I'm ready to stride to the edge of darkness.
It's here, Alex. 5 seconds. Reassigning your suit powers for combat. Good luck.